Okay, microphones on. 7:02, Chair will call the meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission, Village of Bartlett, Counties of Cook, DuPage, and Kane to order. Please call the roll.
Michelle Sarwas.
Here.
John Batterman.
Here.
Charlie DeVoe.
Here.
George Koziel. Bob Bacaro.
Here.
John Miasso.
Here.
Julie Kapadakakis.
Here.
Amy McSwain.
Here.
Mike Weirden.
Here. Okay, you have before you the minutes from the January 2nd meeting. Chair will entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Moved by Bob, seconded by John. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Michelle Sarwas.
Yes.
John Batterman.
Yes.
Charlie DeVoe.
Yes.
Bob Bacaro.
Yes.
John Miasso.
Yes.
Julie Kapadakakis.
Yes.
Amy McSwain. Mike Weirden.
Yes. Next item is the public forum. Does anyone in the audience have anything to address to the board that is not covered on tonight's agenda? Okay, we shall move on. Case number 2412 is on the agenda, 1350 Munger Road. Are the petitioners present? Please step up to the microphone if you're going to speak so that we can swear you in.
Good morning. My name is Mark Rogers.
Wait. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly affirm that the evidence you're about to give is only the full truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and state your name for the record.
Mark Rogers from Liston and Santillis, on behalf of the petitioner Erickson Engineering Associates and landowner Dawson Logistics Assets, LLC.
Okay, do we have the evidence of the mailings, the newspaper, and the picture of the sign?
We do.
Okay, mark those exhibits A, B, and C. Go ahead and present your case.
So we're here today to discuss the redevelopment, resubdivision, site plan approval for the new Lot 1, proposed new Lot 2, and a variation to reduce parking requirements on this new proposed Lot 2. So here you'll see the location map. Currently, Lot 1 and Lot 2 are a single lot as of right now. Our first request is to re-subdivide that lot into 2 lots. Lot 2 being the existing building, Lot 1 being the proposed development parcel for the new 149,000 square foot building. This is a copy of the proposed plat of re-subdivision. As you'll see, there's pretty much nothing changing on the proposed Lot 2. Really, the only changes are on Lot 1. There is cross-access easements across both parcels, both lots. Here you'll see the first Lot 1 site plan. This is the proposed new 149,000 square foot building. This would be on approximately 364,854 square feet of land. And this building would cost about $13 million to construct, leading to additional taxes for the village. Here is a copy of the Lot 1 elevations. Lot 1 landscaping. And then we get to the Lot 2 site plan. As mentioned, not much changing here. We're moving around some truck trailer parking stalls, but that's it. The land bank parking spots are still the same. And this contains the current 400,000 square foot building. This new proposed Lot 2 will now be about 1 million square feet. It's the Lot 2 landscaping. And the variation request is the third thing that we're asking. So this goes hand in hand with the land banking agreement. So currently the site requires 490 parking spots. We have 200 that are installed. I believe there's 131 land bank stalls currently. And that leaves us with a deficit of 159, which we're requesting the variation for. And that variation is currently in place for the current Lot 1. So we're just asking for it to be reapplied to the proposed Lot 2. And the land banking agreement will come before the full board, but it does work very closely with the variation. You need one to have the other. And we've got the entire team here, so if there's any questions I can answer, I'd be happy.
Have you ever had any parking issues out there?
To my knowledge, I don't think there's been much in this actual area, but I'll defer to staff.
Not that we're aware of. We haven't had any calls or concerns.
Not for this property.
I drove through the property yesterday about 2 o'clock, and there were a lot of empty spaces.
I'd say it was very good planning to place the building where it is now to give you this opportunity. A lot of times people put something right in the center and it's an issue.
When this originally went through Planning Commission back in 2006, the plan was to do an addition on the building to the west.
Oh, okay. There's quite a bit of wetland out there too.
That's a separate lot. That's part of the detention for all of Brewster Creek Business
Okay,
Park.
all right.
So the proposed new Lot 1, no variations requested for that, adequately parked as is. It's just the Lot 2 variation that we're requesting.
I noted in the write-up that previous owners developed the site. How long has the current owner owned the site?
2018?
Okay. Did you get any calls from anyone in the public?
We did not.
Okay.
What do you do out there on that Lot 2?
So currently it's occupied by Creative Works, and they're a full-service packing, manufacturing, and package design company.
Thank you, I'm just curious.
Christie, will there be a new water main tap for this second building, or is it, so that's included? Yes. Okay.
Well, yeah, it doesn't seem very controversial at all. Any further questions on the board?
I have a question on the materials. Could you kind of address what the materials are going to be?
Sure.
Okay,
Let me in.
go ahead. Your name,
John White, Architects Plus Design.
all right?
So the materials, it's precast concrete wall, smooth panels, and then we have reveal patterns and change of color with paint is the main building. And then at the office areas, we have glass with aluminum frames and then aluminum canopies, metal canopies.
Okay, on the west elevation, there's a note there about future windows. What's the thinking there?
It's, what it does is it provides flexibility to the building. So right now, we have windows on either end, hoping, I think the goal is to get one tenant in the building and a potential 2 tenants, but we're leaving space in the middle with the design pattern to, if we get a third tenant, we could put them in there and we would cut the windows in at that time.
Good planning.
It's something you do with the structural panels. We just prep for it, so it's easier to cut them out and replace them with the windows.
I have a question. What type of tenants are you looking for the future?
Soundly firm, the evidence you're about to give is only the whole truth?
Yes.
Your name?
Mark Smith, I'm with Maple Tree.
Okay, go ahead.
The type of tenants would be pretty similar to what you see in Brewster Creek right now. We've done some pre-marketing. on this site in anticipation of getting the approval, and the interest has come from food packaging companies. Greco Foods is probably a name you're familiar with, but other food companies, packaging companies like cardboard, corrugated, cardboard companies, fulfillment, which is creative. Someone asked Creative Works, their existing tenant, they do fulfillment for confectionery, candy companies, and just pure distribution, which would be similar to the McKesson building. That's a large distribution warehouse building that's fully racked, so similar to that. So the uses would generally be similar to the uses that are existing in the Brewster Creek development today.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
The 10 trailer stalls that are going to be moved, trying to figure out exactly where they're going to be moved to.
Well, what you see on here on Lot 2 on the north side, that's the new location of the 10 right there. Right now, they're on the west parcel, which will be Lot 1. Those were installed by the tenant probably 3 years ago, and we've agreed to relocate them as part of this development at our cost.
Okay. And the only other thing I have is whether staff or the petitioner could, regarding the land bank agreement, now is that going to be the same agreement, just amended? There's a note in there, it could either be that or a new agreement.
Yeah, so we're working through it. It's going to have essentially the same terms. We want to make it a little bit longer so we don't have to come back. I think originally it was 10 with an automatic renewal for 10. Currently, I think we've proposed like 40 with another 40, but we're still in negotiations with the village attorney to make sure everything's good there. But the essentials of the agreement are not changing. It's really just the time length.
Okay.
The way the agreement is written currently is that when the land bank agreement expires, they have to put in the parking spaces, whether they need them or not. So we'd rather have open space than more pavement that's not necessarily utilized. So that's why we're open to amending the agreement.
Very good sense.
So would the agreement, if a new tenant moves in, that has the need for a lot more parking, so the agreement would cover that instance where we would ensure that there is adequate parking?
Correct.
Anyone else? Okay, we shall open this up to the public. Anyone in the audience? Nobody else here? Any further discussion or proposals? Motions?
I'll make a motion to pass on a positive recommendation to the Board of Trustees on 24-12, 1350 Munger Road for the preliminary and final plat of re-subdivision and the parking variance, subject to the findings of fact, the evidence provided, and the information provided by staff.
Any further discussion?
I'll second.
Okay, at this point, we shall close the public hearing. It's been moved by Bob, seconded by John. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Michelle Sarwas,
Yes.
John Batterman,
Yes.
Charlie DeVoe,
Yes.
Bob Picaro,
Yes.
John Miasso,
Yes.
Julie Kapodakakis,
Yes.
Amy McSwain,
Yes.
Mike Reardon.
Yes. So how soon is this likely to go to the village board?
April 1st.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
very good. Any new or old business coming up?
It does not look like we will have a meeting in April, but we have potentially 6 projects that will all be public hearings scheduled in May.
Wow.
Be prepared, and I anticipate a lot of public for, for those hearings, so enjoy your month off.
Everybody is aware that we're losing John, right?
He will still be able to attend the meeting, because he won't be sworn in.
So don't be sick, don't be in Maui, don't be in anywhere else.
I think I'm traveling that.
No cruises. Wow.
Yes.
Hate to see you go.
Thank you.
But you're moving on to bigger and better things.
Hopefully.
Anything else happening? Any motions to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn?
By John, seconded by Michelle. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Aye? Okay.